Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I talked about this one now, it looks like back on December 15th. Had a couple views on this one. Some people are interested in this one. It's a penny stock over the counter. So you can't get this on Robinhood as they usually show here on the channel. You probably get this through TD Ameritrade. You're probably going to be paying a commission. Last I purchased on Fidelity, it didn't have to pay a commission on there, so that's why I started using Fidelity. So if you're looking for a broker that doesn't charge a commission, I would check out Fidelity. But maybe they do now. I haven't bought on there for a while. So, but this is IQST. I'm just going to call it iQSTEL. I don't know how you pronounce that. So iQSTEL. IQSTEL, ticker IQST. Like I said, I talked about this one about 2 weeks ago and had a couple views on it, so back on the 15th, and it's a penny stock, so those are always popular. But you can see, and had a comment, a gentleman, I believe, said he's been in this one for a couple months or a year since it was 8 cents. So you can see the profit he's made. So I don't know how many shares he had, but so if you got back into this almost a year ago, you could have got it at 11 cents, had a nice run up here on February 22nd to $1.85, and just kind of pulled back ever since then. Has these little run ups and falls back, and so it kind of gets momentum up and goes up, but it still keeps making some lows, but looks like it's going up again now. So maybe those lows are over and maybe it'll hit one of these highs again here. So I don't know, just me speculating by the trend there. Here you can see what it's done over the last month. So 47 on up, and the last week it's been kind of up and down all over the place. And here's a look at what it's doing today. Had a nice ski slope and then a bigger ski slope here at the end. So but again, IQST, if you don't know much about this one, it is in the, it's a U.S.-based publicly listed company offering leading-edge telecommunication, which I'm totally into on the channel here, as well as technology. So telecommunication is huge for future holdings. EV is huge. I just did a video on, I hate to even say, Workhorse. But I've done videos on NEO as well yesterday, Tesla, and etc. Financial services I've covered here on the channel, chemical and liquid fuel, distribution industries. So it has 5 business divisions: telecom, EV, technology or the Internet of Things, fintech, which I've talked about numerous times. I've talked about technology and Internet of Things, and as well as blockchain, with a worldwide B2B and B2C customer relations. And you can kind of see what all they do here. So I really like their website. It's got a lot to that's kind of punching you in the face. You've got to jab and block it a couple times. But so they got their revenue down here, and I kind of like how they post that. You can see how it's going up, went down a little bit there, up. So I would suggest going to their website and see what all they have to offer if you're interested in this one. Like I said, I had a couple views on the last video I did on this one, so I just started watching it. This is a little bit older, but it's after the last video that I did on the 15th, and if you're in this one, it's all relevant. So if you don't want to watch this part, go ahead and skip ahead a minute or so. But they announced strategic investment interest and confirms anticipated acquisition, which all hopefully plays into the stock price. So they published another letter and a series of letters to shareholders from the CEO. The company continues in the execution of key steps to uplist onto the national exchange. Woohoo! Check that out right there. National exchange. The company is specifically targeting NASDAQ. The letter is included in its entirety below. So, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, but now might be the time to definitely take a look at this one before it uplists. Sometimes it runs up. I was looking at a stock the other day, or maybe it was just today, one that was uplisted and then it fell back. I think it was High Tide. So High Tide used to be $8 and something, and now it's about half of that. But they uplisted to the, I believe, the NASDAQ in June, and then fell back since then. But just like everything else, has fell back as well. I'm pleased to share with you today that iQSTEL has some time now in strategic negotiations with a notable investment firm to structure terms for a substantial investment that will contribute to iQSTEL's qualification for uplisting to a national exchange, in addition to giving us access to funds that can significantly accelerate our growth over the next 3 years. So right there you have it. That would be a long-term hold. So they're in receipt of investment proposal for funding that in total exceeds $50 million. Our independent board of directors has approved the general terms of the proposal and outlined conditions for management to proceed with executing an agreement with the investment firm. So just going to slowly scroll through the rest of this, and if there's anything else that jumps out, I'll go over it, but feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself, or else you can go right to the source on Yahoo Finance. In addition to the anticipated closing of the strategic investment transaction before the end of the year, we remain on track to finalize previously announced SmartBiz acquisition on schedule in July. SmartBiz acquisition is a key component of iQSTEL's preliminary $80 million 2022 revenue forecast. So it looks like they've got a lot of things in the works, and the gentleman that watched my other video and said he has been holding this one since it was 8 cents, I suppose he's tickled. Maybe he doesn't know about this information, and hopefully he'll watch this video as well and learn some more about it. But I'm considering picking up a couple shares of this one myself. So with an anticipated $63 million in revenue by year-end 2021, combination with our positive net income trend across all of our operations, with our confidence level iQSTEL's $80 million forecast for next year, and now with the strategic investment interest demonstrated by the recent proposal described herein, I am most confident they can achieve its intended uplisting to the NASDAQ next year and meet or exceed our growth objectives. So it could be a big year for iQSTEL. So, and maybe they'll keep the same ticker since it's only 4 letters. That I'm not for sure. So the company has presence in 15 countries, and its products and services are used in several industries as telecommunications, EV, financial services, chemical and liquid fuel distribution. iQSTEL announced on February 17, 2021 that it became debt-free company. That's another bonus, and it is now completely debt-free with no convertible notes, warrants, promissory notes, settlement agreements, and from its balance sheet. A lot of companies can't say any of that. So there's a look at their website, which we're already at. Announced 22 net income positive, 90 million revenue forecast, and as you can see, this is dated on the 21st. Today continued in the publication of regular updates from the CEO in conjunction with the company's ongoing initiative to uplist to the NASDAQ. And again, it kind of goes over the shareholder letter. I want to confirm the strategic investment deal in excess of $50 million and approved by our independent board of directors. That remains on track. I will anticipate the transaction finalizing before the end of the year. So they don't really give a date, they just say by the end of the year. So will explode soon. Catalyst uplisting, $63 to $4. Holds huge potential. Good and the bad. So definitely one to watch. If you don't watch this one, I would start watching it. I'm definitely going to start watching it. I was just looking back through some of my videos, and this one had a number of views on it, so I thought I better look at it again and do an update on it. And so currently on StockTwits, currently at 71 cents, a 52-week low of 10 cents, a high of $2, and a $92.26 million market cap. Really small company. It's about one of the smallest ones I've looked at in a long time. Gonna be nice. Very nice. Eat my shorts. Oh my. That's very nice though. I would agree. Bull T Horn. Beautiful. Here we go. Broke through. Next stop 275. And over here on MSN Money, doesn't show any ratings, of course, and nothing here on tip ranks as well. But we'll hope for the best on this one. So if you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis and any other information you care to share on this one, and anything that can help us make some money off of this one. But it's just ran up 4 cents here in the last half an hour or so, 35 minutes. And if you have any other information on this one that we can share, and go ahead and list that in the comments. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.